What's up, guys? How's it going? We're here with another unboxing showcase review, and it's another Mythic Legions figure. This is straight out of the LegionsCon 2022 event. I was actually there on the Saturday, and this was the Saturday exclusive. So this is the unknown one. Very not sure where this character came from. We're not exactly sure what faction he is. There is a bio on the back. We'll take a look at that. But this overall look, the aesthetic of it is awesome. I love it. Yes, it's just all new different paint, different things going on. But the weapons, the different headdress, I mean, it's awesome. I'm really enjoying the way this looks. The wings, oh my God, the wings, they look incredible. The whole color scheme. It's I don't even know what kind of color to call it, but once you see it, you'll understand what I mean. So here it is. Let's take a look at the box. The box on the front, of course, we got the plastic window cover kind of showing you everything here. We'll take a look. Of course, we'll take that out and you'll see without the glare. On the back of the box, here you go. Some Nate Fresh art, of course, and here is the description, his bio right there. Of course, there is an spelling error that happened right there. Unfortunately, it does happen in manufacturing, but oh well, that's all you can deal with. So this is I believe the name at Haith. Yes, it is right here. Whispering a single word at Haith. That I believe is the name. The only thing about the exclusive here, of course, is the skull head. That is really the exclusive. This will eventually hit a regular release at some point in the future, but if you got it at LegionsCon, you're going to get that exclusive skull head right there. So let's take a look at the inside of the box and see what you're going to get inside. I always open my boxes from the bottom, and then we can just slide this right out. So we'll get this flap out of here, and here we go. Let's take a look and see what we got going on. So there's two trays in here. The first tray, of course, is the figure and the accessories. And then the bottom tray, we do have this beautiful set of wings going on. So let me unpackage everything first, as always, and we'll take a better look at everything inside. All right, guys, there we have it. We have everything outside of the box, all the accessories laid out. I also forgot to mention there was a little soft goods skirt piece that is included with this when you did purchase it. This was out of the box. It was unfortunately not part of the inside, so they, of course, had to just hand them out to you if you did purchase the figure. So there is that as well. That is basically like a skirt piece. We would have to take the torso apart, and we'll take care of that afterwards. So what we got going on. So the first thing is we do have, for accessories, we do have our pair of wings, which look incredible. This like burnt brown color along with this reddish veins print going on. It's amazing. This looks so good. I don't know what it is about the color, but the color looks so good. The wings and the texture and the sculpt that's been done on this looks amazing. Love how that looks. It looks incredible. So we do have the wings here. They will get plugged in at some point. We do have the pauldrons going on, the shoulder armor right there. Got some nice paintwork done on the rivets and the bolts things there. Why am I forgetting the words of this? So excuse me for me not explaining it properly. But there you have our pauldrons. We also have these additional, I guess you can say, headdress pieces. These are the wing pieces. So if you don't want to use the antler horns, you can use these. I actually use these, I believe, on my Sir Gerard figure. So this you will see in a comparison as well. His weapons here, these kind of like axe type bladed weapons, they look really nice. These are like a bone or a stick, like a part of a tree, I guess. I want to say bone because of the way it's shaped, but I could be wrong just because of how it's painted, the color of the paint. And then we have the blade, which has some gold right here on both, and then these pink straps that strap around there. So we do have the belt strap. We've seen these before. A lot of Mythic Legions do carry this in their accessories. He has one attached to him as well. So this was already like on him. So this is still just extra. This is nice to have. You never know when you may need these for your other figures. So it's nice to see this. And of course, these three pieces here are the actual wing adapters. There's always different types. This one is more so for accessories, I guess, because this does plug into the back. They all have the same port, as you can see right there. But the wing adapters, why there's two? Because there's ones that have different ports in them. You can see the different sizes in them. So there you have that. That actually helps out for the wings for when we do plug them into the back. So here we are with the Unknown One. Looks incredible. All knighted figure. It looks great. The color, as you can see, it may look like a black, but it's more of like a dirt brown or rust purple color. It's a wild color, but I like it a lot. It looks really good, and the bronze matches very well with this color as well. And then of course his eyes peering out, those red eyes peering out. So this looks incredible. I love the way this is painted. As simple as it is, it's done very nicely. As you can see, with the paint and sculpt, of course, there is a lot more detail in this than your typical army builder, your legion builder. You can see like all the rivets. They're all painted separately, so you can see that gold or bronze color coming out in all over the sculpt. You can see how this is like that brown purplish color, and then there's black in between. All very, very nicely sculpted. And they did attention to detail with the paint. Look at this skirt piece. Of course, it's all more of like a leather sculpted skirt piece, and there's straps all over it. And this championship belt here going on, this looks great. This looks really, really nice. So I'm glad that it was colored separately. We got some chains here in the loincloth part of the front of the skirt, so these all separately painted, very nicely done as well. And of course, the same painting scheme that they have up here, they did down here as well. And you can actually see some of the chainmail over here painted in between the armor, so that looks great too, including in the upper thigh portion right here. You can see that chainmail done as well on the inside there. Boots, that's a similar boot that a lot of other Mythic Legion characters do have. So it's still good to see because it matches so well. There's a lot of damage you can see here as well. So looks really good. Let's actually take a look at the exclusive head. When you take off the head, you have a neck piece here, which is stuck inside the head. So we'll just kind of remove that. Let's take these horns off because they are kind of in the way. You can pop off, there you go. There's this neck piece, and there's the ball, of course. So you take that out, and you can add, well, you know what? It's actually, you don't need this neck piece because this skull, this skull comes with the neck piece attached to it. So you can see the difference between it because it's more of like a vertebrae neck piece right there. And you can just plug that in to the port on the torso, the upper torso. Once I get, you know what, maybe if I pop this off, yep, there you go. This will help out much easier. So we port that in like so, and then we can pop the head back on. That looks great. This is also a separate piece. You can actually take this off if you don't want to use it, like so. So yes, it's just another level of armor, but if you don't need it, you can take that off. And we do have an articulated jaw, so That's always a plus for me for skeleton skulls. So nice articulated jaw right there. So you absolutely need to heat this up. This was very, very tough to take off without heat. So I took this off in order to show you how you can put this on. There is an area where you can open that up, and there you have that. As you can see, I think since it's the front, you're going to have to you're going to have to insert it like this. And since it's still pretty warm, I'm going to keep it going. Keep moving so that way it can help out more. Maybe it's the other way around because we do have the loincloth piece there. So let's try that out and put this right through here like so. I'm gonna have to play around with it just to kind of help with the way it is. And then, since it's still warm, let's try to pop that back in. There you go. All right. So we do have that piece going on. There you go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Could still maneuver it around, kind of play with the this soft good, so that way it looks the way you want it to look. But that does help with the aesthetic, so that actually works out for me. We're going to leave this off for now. I like this helmeted head sculpt on there, so let's put this neck piece back on. So I outfitted him with the wing attachments here. I'm not sure. I do like how that looks, but I think I like the horns better. So let's plug that in and see. So we got those horns in. They look pretty cool. I mean, to be honest, you could do this if you wanted to. You can bring them down like so and have horns like that. That's one way to do it. Or, I mean, you can interchange this on the opposite sides too. I mean, I don't think there's a wrong way of utilizing the horns or the antlers. So you could do it like this too. Or, of course, once again, you can bring them down, have them jet out like that. So not too bad. I am gonna put in the shoulder pauldrons so we can see more of an outfitted armor on this character of the Unknown One. And of course they are with the peg holes back here. You can insert it like so. There we are. Look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. That looks really nice. Okay, so now that we have pretty much all of his accessories outside of his weapons, let's put on the wings. Now, the wings, we do have a different size peg hole, right, like so. So you're going to need the wing adapter that has the larger peg holes here. So once we have that all figured out, this is going to be for the lower half. So this should be insert here. I recommend plugging this in to the adapter first. That way it's easier to peg in. So normally I don't heat up the wings to insert into the adapter, but the adapter was the ports felt a lot tighter, so it was smarter for me to just heat them up so that way I could just insert these a lot easier, and it's much better now. So I'm glad I did that. And of course, here is the other peg to port into the back. So you just have to find that spot right there and then insert it as shown, and you should be good to go like that. You can feel how tight that is. That way it holds in place. Now he's going to be back heavy, but I've had my Legions stand perfectly fine without having to worry about, you know, too much weight in the back. It all depends on how you're posing your figures, but I think it works out very nicely. That looks awesome. So with the wings on, I'm going to try and do this really quick because I completely forgot all about it. So with articulation, it is your basic articulation with Mythic Legions. Practically everything is single jointed, which is pretty common, and it's smart articulation considering the fact that these are individuals with armor on. So the head can look up about that much. He can look down just a little bit. It will be a little bit different if you have the skull head on. There's a little bit more range. There is a twist as well. Not any pivoting, but it depending upon what armor you have on, you can probably get to it. With the pauldrons on, you still can get pretty much up to a T-pose on the arms. He does have a single jointed elbow, and you can twist at the elbow, and you can twist at his gauntlets right here. And he does have horizontal wrist pegs to turn in and out with his articulation there. He does have the ball joint, as you saw when I popped the pieces apart. So you can have him look that far down, and he can move back that far. It does get a little bit heavier with the wings, of course, so you're going to have to kind of hopefully get some maneuverability to help stand him up properly, but you guys can do it. It's perfectly fine. Under all of this, he does have an upper thigh cut that you can turn here. He does have a single jointed knee, and of course you can turn here as well. And then his ankle, he's got an ankle rocker like so, and you can move it a little bit forward and back. So there is your articulation for this unknown one character. And of course we can just outfit him with his weapons in each hand, which looks pretty menacing like so. And if you need to, when you put down his wings, you can use them as helpful stands to help him stand up. But we're going to go through some comparisons with some characters that I do have right here on the floor with me. So first up, we do have a Legion Builder Barbarian. So you can see the size. You can definitely see that they have the same boots, armored boots right there. They have the same loincloth, but as you can see, it's more painted on this one than on the Legion Builder, just because the Legion Builder is more basic paint. And then they also have the same pauldrons as well. So you can take a look at that. Once again, more paint on this one versus the Legion Builder. And here we have a Templar Knight. The arms are practically the same here. Of course, more paint because these are Legion Builders. And that's pretty much it. He does share those arms. So we do have a little bit more in height. Maybe it's just because of the helmeted armor on his head. And here is Sir Gerard. Like I said, he does share the same fins that we got for the unknown one, but he does have similar arms again as well. And that's pretty much what they share here in terms of parts. But height-wise, practically the same. I mean, they got the same head, as you can see. This one has the more red on there. That has the black with that little like brownish purple going on. And also throwing in Legion Builder Orc. They do have the same arm gauntlets and the same boots, as you can see here, but same height as well. So they look really good together. All right, guys, there you have it. There is the Unknown One by Mythic Legions. Such a cool looking, menacing type of character. He is all by himself. He is one that has no faction. So he is probably one of the most unique ones just because he's practically a loner. But the whole aesthetic of this thing, he comes with the wings as well. This looks awesome. I love the way this character is portrayed. This is a great figure, and I'm glad I went to LegionsCon and was able to obtain this figure. I know this came up on the Legion shop, so I hope a lot of you were able to get it as well. I do appreciate this figure so much. Since LegionCon was my first event, I'm glad I was able to get the exclusive. So I hope you guys were able to get one as well. Let me know what you guys think of this figure. I think it looks great, but please leave a comment. Let me know. Hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that, as well as subscribe. I definitely would appreciate that as well, because we're trying to reach our 4,000 subscriber goal. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.